So welcome back to the channel, guys. We are currently visiting a little place in Thornbury, just outside Bristol. Looks like there's a few businesses in the area. So we're just going to have a wander around, see what we can see. There is a Happy Days nursery and preschool to my left, so obviously we won't be filming in that area. The wind is a bit strong today, but it's good to be back out. So we start with a lovely shot of the Union flag. For those that are interested, it is the 11th of November. So we will have a little look at this place on the way back up, because I'm actually heading to a target today. So what I'll do is I will pick it back up when we get there, and we'll look at these places on the way back. So the lorry that's just passed us, which is just heading up here, will give some people a clue. We're actually going to a distribution centre, and already from here I can see that we have M&S lorries, Gist lorries. So we'll just have a little wander up, see what we can see. Apparently this place runs 24 hours a day. There's a really busy distribution centre. So Thornbury, a little town, was a market town in just outside Bristol, classed as South Gloucestershire. So it's an unusual place to have something like this, in my opinion. As I say, outskirts of Bristol. So we'll just show you a few of the signs. So we got the CCTV in operation. They want to tell you it again. So we just have a little wander up this way. On it. So this is security by Mighty. I don't know if Mighty are as bad as they used to be, because as you all know, I have had some time off, personal reasons. So my crossings with them in the past, they've been absolutely terrible. So I was going to go and visit the place over the road, which is a local tip. And it is a reuse shop where you can go and buy stuff that other people have thrown out, and they give the money to charity. But as you can see right from the gate, it's no pedestrian access. So the only other way of doing that, I suppose, would be to drive in there and park. Private property, authorised vehicles only. Doesn't obviously say private or anything like that, so we'll just have a little look. So it says here, just employees and visitor parking, vehicles and contents left entirely at their own risk, and just do not accept responsibility whatsoever for any loss or damage. You've got all the old smoking tubes that they've started putting in, and you can't see much up here other than it seems to be where they park some other vehicles. So vehicles over the back. So we won't waste too much time here. We'll wander back down, and it's a little way, so I'll pick it up when I get down there. So just as I'm approaching the gate again, you can actually see what a a busy place this is, because I've only been here literally 3 or 4 minutes and there's another wagon going in. We can see through the fence here, but not a lot to see. Authorised personnel, a few different signs. Grass looks freshly cut. So yeah, and then there's more wagons coming in behind. There's a fleet support vehicle just going out. So you can actually see just how busy it is. Although Thornbury's growing, I've passed loads of new builds that have gone up, so they've got a lovely little smoking area here, little place to relax, couple of benches, obviously got some bins, smoking tubes so they can come out and have a smoke and everything. It looks quite a nice, clean and tidy place. Obviously they've got a bike shed in there for the employees to park any bikes. So yet another wagon coming in. It looks like it's looks like I've come at a very busy time actually, because I don't know where this guy's hoping to go to. He's going to leave his tail end sticking out in the road, which is causing a little bit of a problem with a car trying to get round. These are possibly customers going up to the tip. It's a very popular tip. But yeah, it's a little bit naughty with his arse end sticking out like that. We might mention that to the people who control the site. Obviously the access road up is full of parked cars if you have a look down there. So in fairness to the lorry drivers, they haven't really got a lot of choice but to pull in. As you can see, there's a van down the bottom that's just pulled in to let this guy go down in his Audi. But yeah, they haven't got a lot of choice. At least he's, I mean, they can get by, but I just think it's a little bit reckless to be, because he's actually parked over the crossing, of course, which is not good if anybody was coming up disabled. I mean, there is a path the other side of the road, but so what we got, so I'll just zoom in on that for you. So we got site safety, 1 day since the last accident at Bristol, 1 day since the last lost time accident at Bristol, telling you about keeping your distance. There's obviously site safety rules, so a fair bit of office stuff here actually. Some quite old looking cameras and stuff. So the signage is all HGV traffic, visitor and staff parking, showing you where to go. Sign looks fairly new. So other than that, oh sorry mate, don't want to get in your way. Sorry?
Can I help you at all?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
What are you here? Are you here from a contracting perspective, or?
What do you mean a contracting perspective?
I'm just intrigued to see what your video.
I love people that are intrigued.
Yeah, no,
and you're intrigued because you're waiting for listen.
Yeah.
I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I go around local areas,
Cool.
just filming stuff,
Yeah.
seeing if I can spot any health and safety flaws,
Okay.
like the lorry being parked on the crossing and stuck arse end in the road, which was causing a few problems. But I also appreciate it's quite a small entrance, and they got to get in, you know. So no problems there. Yeah, just really just recording the site, hoping somebody would come out and tell me a bit more about what you do.
Yeah, that's fine.
By introducing themselves, so that everybody knows who I'm talking to.
So I'm Chris, I'm the logistics manager.
Oh right, logistics manager, right, okay, thank you Chris. Do you want to give your name just for the, because I don't know if you're a bodyguard or what.
No, he's not.
No, I'm just a driver, I am.
No such thing as just a driver. You keep the arteries of the world open so that people like me can eat. So yeah, so I've noticed a few different wagons. Now, is it GIST or GIST? GIST, so I got that right at least. So I always knew them from Bananas years ago.
No, different company.
Oh, different company, same name, different company.
Different spelling it.
Oh, is it? Oh right, okay. So yeah, so M&S obviously,
Yeah, so that's our, we're owned by MS.
Right, okay. So just as a subsidiary of Marks and Spencer's?
Yes.
Right, okay, but I'm assuming just the food side of stuff?
Yeah, so we do third-party work for,
Okay.
and other people as well. So we do third-party work for
Sure.
multiple retailers.
Okay.
But this is obviously an M&S site.
Yes.
That serves, that primarily serves M&S.
And I've got to say, very busy.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Now, do you find it's a problem being here in Thornbury? Because in one way it's quite a small town, although it's growing all the time by the look of it. But I do know that you've got access to the M5 and the M4 quite easily.
Yeah, I think it's a good strategic location for us.
Yeah.
There's multiple sites in different
Sure.
in this area as well,
Yeah.
isn't there? So,
So have you actually been here long?
we've been the site's been over 17 years, something like
Oh
that.
right, okay.
So quite a long time.
Yeah, you can sort of see actually with some of the architecture, it's that sort of.
It's
It
actually,
was obviously something before.
yeah, it was something else before.
Do you know what it was?
It's pallet stores. I can't remember.
Oh right, okay.
So yeah.
So what else can you tell me about the company? I've just been reading that about the last accident.
Yes.
Unusual to see these days because with health and safety being so on it.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, without giving too much away, that the person who had the accident was their fault. So it normally works out that way.
Not a liberty set.
No, okay, okay. Nothing serious, I hope.
No.
No, that's okay then. So technically then, do you not have to wear high vis out this bit?
So.
Because as you've seen, I haven't come into your
Yeah.
your area.
So this, we're actually doing some separate work here at the moment.
Right.
Here, no, because actually this is a public right of way here.
Yes. Yeah.
And so therefore we've.
Yeah. I just wondered if
the same,
technically
the same
that side.
But basically anywhere from that point onwards.
Gotcha.
It's deemed as an operational area, but if you're working in that space, it's just the walkway.
Sure. Gotcha. Because I was wondering about the technicalities with the last guy who came in with his back end sticking out a good 10-12 feet. What the legislation or the legalities were if that had caused an accident. Because I've noticed some people come tearing up here without really thinking if anybody was, you know.
If he's a stationary vehicle, then no different to if you end up by hook or by crook being a stationary vehicle.
Yeah. So I'm just clocking this one because it's a 2-unit vehicle. Yeah. Sorry. Go on.
No different to if you're on a public highway. And
Yeah.
For some reason you've ended up straddled across. If you're stationary, other road users should be aware of where you are.
Exactly.
And obviously,
exactly.
It's a challenging environment from a HGV perspective.
So if somebody was to misjudge it and hit the back end of a trailer, would the responsibility just fall because it's the public highway, or would you have any sort of grounds of somebody coming to you and say, well, it's neglect because your back end's hanging out and that sort of stuff?
I think you'd leave that for insurance companies
Right.
to decide. If
Yeah.
I'm being
So it's
honest.
never happened.
Not that one.
Good.
Not in,
That's where I was
in-
leading to.
Not in
Yeah.
not in modern history. In busy times, we actually have yard marshals out the front here and stuff like that to help.
Right. Okay. I was just thinking actually. Have you ever thought of speaking to the council and making all that double yellow lines?
Yeah.
Because
They won't.
they won't.
No. So there's multiple elements like that we've looked at.
You can't fathom councils when they're like that, because that is obviously a safety problem. There's loads of places around here to park. I mean, this probably doesn't affect you here, and what you're going to be losing 5, maybe 6 cars? No, 5, because this one's on double yellows, isn't he? And what about the van hire place? Because I came up here the other day just to scout out, and I noticed that you had 4 vans parked there. And I did a little bit of research, and he had a back unit that's supposedly up for rent, but it's without saying too much, it's a little bit of a con because he doesn't want to rent it, because an empty property is less to pay for. But no, maybe you need to get the public on your side then, because I think that's a safety issue. But I noticed as well, you've got a gate that you put in round the back.
Yes, so this road was closed.
Yeah.
And we obviously need to have 24
To keep
hour
going,
access,
yeah.
'cause it was food and all the rest of it, and therefore we had to spend a significant amount of money putting a temporary access.
Sure.
It's not allowed to be a legal highway permanently. It was
Right,
a temporary
okay.
access solution. So
But it's handy to have for the future.
we're not actually allowed to use it.
Oh right, what a bloody waste of money.
With the council, it was a one-off, but it was cheaper and it was better for all parties concerned from the safety and all sorts of elements perspective to do that.
Right, okay. Because it's quite a big site, isn't it? I didn't realise. I mean, I went up to the top, didn't want to go any further because obviously, you know, if I was to pre-book, is there any chance of getting in and doing a story from the inside?
Maybe.
Because I know if I turn up now and said, it's a no. Because you obviously want to move things that might not be quite correct. No, I'm joking. But I am genuinely interested in the running of things like this because, like I said to your driver, you know, without these guys on the road, you know, stuff's not getting through to the shop.
It's a difficult job for them.
Yeah. How are you finding the diesel crisis?
It's
not been a problem. So has it put much on the overall cost of running, percentage-wise?
There are other factors in play, I think, that affect it.
Yeah, because I do think that the press sometimes over-egg stuff to almost wind the community up to, you know, panic buy and that sort of stuff.
It's different when you've got a forecourt versus the type of operation we're running here.
Brilliant. Okay, have you got a card or anything?
I haven't. I was actually just knocking out to go and get my lunch, and that's why I walked out and I thought.
So do you go to the little burger van down there?
No, I usually want. I was just wandering off to Tesco for the moment, actually.
Oh, well, that's nice and handy. Is there a cut through to that, by the way?
Yes, there is.
Ah, I'll look out for that then because I'm going to need some lunch myself. Listen, Chris, thank you very much.
No worries.
Appreciate you stopping and taking the time, being very courteous in what you do. Obviously, you get that public filming's not doing anything wrong. I wish more people were like that. Stay safe and keep up the good work.
Okay.
Many thanks.
If you've got anything you'd like to come talk to us about in future, come and...
Yeah, what I'll probably do is I'll pop in. I mean, if I popped in reception now, could they give me your details?
Yeah, don't just ask for my details.
Is that okay, yeah? I don't need a high vis for this then?
For that area, no, just stay on the walkway.
Lovely, thanks Chris. So we're just going to pop into reception. Hello there, Chris has just sent me in.
You're not filming me, are you?
I am, yeah.
Why?
Because I film everything for your protection, my protection, and to continue the story.
Okay.
All I want is Chris has said you can give me his contact details because we're going to try and jack up me coming in and doing some internal filming. Is that same driver?
Probably.
Busy old site, isn't it?
Can be.
Yeah. Is it as busy as this through the night as well?
Certain parts of the night, then.
Right. And I'm trying to clock you're about ex-engineer?
Yeah.
Hey, my dad was Royal Engineers.
Is he?
Yeah. Gentlemen of the Royal Engineers and men of other regiments.
That's correct, indeed. Chris Williams.
Did you, or were you, I should say, able to stop at 11 o'clock?
I did.
Yeah, good. I did as well. I've only got that one on today because I don't want to lose it. I keep losing it when I'm doing this because of straps and everything. But
What's his telephone?
or his email. His email, I think, would probably be better, to be honest, because he can mull over that. God, I can't even say it. Mull over it then. Nice to see all the signage clearly and clean. I take it your mate's a little bit shy, is he?
This gentleman?
Yeah.
I don't know where it's from.
Do you know, you're of the age where people used to point a camera and people would jump in the way and go, "Hello, Mum." Yeah. I don't know what it is now about cameras, they, you know.
I photobombed somebody down in Cornwall,
right?
Tintagel, and my wife and myself were walking down the hill, and two women standing against the fence or and there was somebody further back with the camera. I just walked past and just went.
And that's what we all used to do, wasn't it? You know, it was a natural thing. But and when you think of the amount of CCTV around, why people are frightened of a camera these days. Hello, mate. You all right? You look a happy chap.
Cameras everywhere, aren't they?
Now I've got to say, I've come across a few people here with a Welsh accent.
Well,
Do you go over the bridge? Ah, right. Okay. So you've got quite a big area.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Lovely. Well, he's just gone for his lunch, so I'll get in touch with him later today, and hopefully you'll see me again
Okay, doke.
from that side.
See you.
Thanks very much. Cheers, guys. After you, young man.
Thank you.
So there we go. We got the fella's details. We can try and get in touch. I'm just going to have a wander up this way now, but yeah, it just goes to show, doesn't it, that some people get it. Treat people with a camera with respect. The other security guard took a break and left the office, but that's fine. He created his own privacy. So we're just gonna have a little look up this way because I've spotted something else. But yeah, if you like what happened there, I mean, it's quite a short one, but it shows, doesn't it, that the message is getting through to people that, you know, I thought the security guard was going to have a problem when he said, "Oh, you filming me?" Yes, he accepted it. Ex-squaddy, so a little bit more nous about him, I suppose. So I'm just looking for a footpath over this way. But anyway, if you like that one, guys, give us a thumbs up. I need the encouragement to get back out after having so much time off. I am enjoying it, but it was almost like starting that very first time all over again. So please comment, like. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. But to each and every one of you subscribers, thank you for taking me to where I am at the moment, and I look forward to going further with you all. Expose and educate. Take care. Catch you on the next one. So just making my way off site, and I've seen a slightly different angle to come and have a look at Gist. Not sure exactly how much we can see. There's not a lot going on. Lots of wagons backed up onto the depot. Got some guys over the back that are having a chat. Trying to film through these fences is a pain in the backside sometimes, but like I said, not a lot to see. Basically just a little bit of extra footage for you, getting a little bit of different interaction from people looking. Obviously they're welcome to come and speak to me. The driver just going out. Other than that, not a lot to see. I've noticed that in the window, or the front wind screen, it says equip. I don't know if that means it's the wagon's loaded and ready to go, whether they know where they're going when they come in. Absolutely no idea. But anyway, that's just a little shot from a different angle. Obviously another wagon coming in now. At least the entranceway is clear now. So yeah, not a lot else to show you there. I have just clocked a guy in a high vis that looks like security, wondering if he's looking for me. Don't know if you can see him over there. It almost looks like he's looking for somebody who's on the phone.